Hello and welcome to Talk with T, where they come to you live on Facebook. As we all know, say Corona period, na time follow we try as best as possible follow we create that social distance between we and people and where they around me. Me not use my mask, but my guests where they are with me don't use a mask. Until they know say we all know we use the same mask at the same time, but I guess somebody where we there for can talk about things them where they don't do during this corona period for complement government effort for help people in within the society where not get the upper hand like them. We all know so the fingers them all not the same. But people and they when are humanitarians then we see the need of people and where they out there. Poor Sierra Leoneans there we need their help and their support. And inside the studio with me today I get Doreen Barrie, we na the Vice President of
the Empower Women organization.
And na organization where they try for boost up women them in the only two way. And they not only think say na woman they no more they need for boost. Within this period, as we all know, people then really they strive for their survival. So then don't they help people them, small communities them, time in and at the end during this corona period. Doreen, you can tell me a bit about an organization.
Okay, well, Empower Women organization. This is an organization where a very young lady we get so much passion for women and girls in a salon. We're based in the USA when they call Jennifer Adeshola Thompson. He decides say even though you know in a salon and you know waiting woman in the face in a salon, so he think and say let it bring all the women that were interested, you know, women that were already empowered, women from all walks of life, bring we all come together and form this organization. You know, just tap and deal. He also gets other women them also that the USA and other parts of the world, we bring them all together so that now look at ways how we help vulnerable women them. We all know the challenges with women in the face, and they see and say it fine because gone are the days where you ask waiting the government to do for you. We all need for be part for support women them. So you see and say now we all come on board and help women, so that then they make we form this organization. And when you look at the name Empowered, you get women that you don't get the empowerment, but other women and they also will need that same kind of empowerment day. It can be at different level because when you talk about empowerment, it's a very broad something. So different ways than they will empower themselves. So we see and say if we don't get certain skills, we need for pass among to other women then. You know the women that within that certain communities then where sometimes some of the opportunities then where we get they not get them. So they look at ways how they help them in different ways. That's so we do under this organization.
So like when you talk about empowerment, you can always say people feel say now people that will not go school at all need empowerment. Is there other people that will like educated people that will need some boost in life or?
Definitely, because me I can always say, you know, mortal man don't know everything. There must be an area where you not get much understanding on. Sometimes even that woman will not go school. Can you empower yourself? You understand? So in different ways, empowerment the kind of so you not mean say because you don't learn book, you know, so you don't need empowerment so. Not at all. So and we organization not just based as because no more you na book woman or waiting. Because all man gets in your area where you don't become successful. So I'm telling you, a big business woman, where through your business able for employ other women them will need support from you.
So how long this organization done the boost?
Well, this organization, we don't form for over 2 to 3 years now. We don't form this particular organization. We, as I tell you, say, Jennifer Adeshola comes within the USA, Nancy did say for the all with the women them, bring we together, follow we come and support other women them.
So waiting when I don't embark on for the past 2-3 years now?
Well, we don't do a lot. You know, since we formed this organization, we don't engage on so many campaigns. You know, this sexual violence issue. You know, women they face a lot of challenges. We don't go to certain communities. Them, you know, we they talk to women and this domestic violence because that's the way easy, and we see the challenges where even the police themselves they face. Sometimes they go don't abuse them. Where you reach na police, you don't want to talk about it. Sometimes they say like I say, oh, me I don't want problem with this my family. And most times if you say most of the perpetrators, and sometimes our family members them.
Yeah.
So then someone they think and say if you talk or you do certain action, it will involve the family. So we been they go certain community, talk to some people, try to give them some advice. We don't do boku, we don't engage other women and other different things there. And we're not just based on them on a free tongue, we do also in the provinces, try to educate women them, talk to them, give them some support, so that one way or the other we'll be able to help yourself in life.
So I noticed say when I get other organization where self now they know child left behind.
Yeah.
Now out of the women's empowerment then they self come up.
Yeah, but actually we all the work as one, because the same person when I initiative for the empowered women organization, now the same person we see and say initially the reason why I make it come up with the No Child Left Behind initiative now for see how it will support this school feeding program. Say when you look at government presently, the free quality education, the one for the support, in terms of ensuring, because people don't go to school angry, you don't get a free education, but you're not getting for it. You're not able for land fine. So we see and say, well, we let it get back this another one, we will complement government efforts, so that in the area of this school feeding, we will identify certain areas then within the provincial areas then, because you get some community areas then at the provinces where it's really not easy. So let us see how they provide for them breakfast, lunch, so that then they're able to keep the picking in a class, so that then they make it be formal. But because of this corona, just can't take it on our way as well. We don't do the plan, we don't already begin target inside the one for do them. So when this corona just come just like that, when nobody know did they make up for them. So we see and say, so we want to do this kind of thing, to them picking the asso, and then picking the asso right now and then us. So we see and say with the Empowered Women organization, we they join together now. We raise funds, we collect to receive small contribution, and we raise over $1,000. So we say now, okay, no target. So we look. We say no, this Funkia community, they get people picking them, they vulnerable picking them. Waiting for it is not easy for them at this moment. So we say, well, no, still because all are part of for complement government effort. So we say and say, what thing? Now we take this thing that we don't get that. Yes, different things and food stuff them. We gather all biscuit, juice, all kinds of things we're picking, not say picking like for sweet amount.
Yeah.
So ensure even lollipop, we packet them and we go shave na the Funkia community. In fact, we be over 200 picking them, because at first when they think say that 200 we go target, but we don't packet. If we wish at the community, in fact, now over 300 picking them end up benefits from what okay.
Okay. Don't forget to you watch Talk with you when they come to you live on Facebook, and you self can left your comments and views about the program, and whatever you want to ask Doreen, you can left your comments at the comment section and I will read them to you. Doreen, like what you say, on a go out on a target like 200 picking them, that was your initial plan, because like normally like people they do pass soon until you would say not 200, but you they make more than 200. So when on a reach the community, waiting and drive on a for like give more than the 200 we initially not going to target.
Okay, when we go to the community, because we can get some of those we don't sell, we don't go do registration. But the kind picking that we see come out, I was like, so them picking they get more than them when they are so, the picking is so plenty. And God will be make we do extra, because we just say 200, but because of we can get enough the rice and waiting. So we say, in this balance rice here, so we they still packet and put them. So if anything, because we sabi picking them, say picking them, na kind person way, you they see the way you get certain program and certain community. You go see picking, whether you tell them or you not tell them, it always they come around. And we see and say, no go fine, even though we don't do registration, some man don't get, some man not get. And we owe him. Now for instance, say no child left behind. You read the name of the organization. No child. So we don't want no picking for be left behind. We want all picking for benefit. So we decide say, well, what's in the extra we'll get now vehicle let we take am and let we give to more people.
So yesterday na be the very first donation we una do, or
well,
una
we
be don do other
yeah,
things
we
before?
don't do na the province. We don't do similar one day, and then we decide say now Lord come, you know, na the city now. There we can give because they can tell you say when you go to that community, you dey see how much them picking and they really need that kind of support. And remember say as it is now, for that person they go na a crowded place, and some of them picking also, some of the way school up. You know that then the parents is send, go na for go friend WhatsApp, for go na market, and as government don't say as it is now, they don't want people for the crowded, you know. So we think and say, oh, give them that day now. For that 2-3 days, the presence in the market or waiting, it go reduce. You know, much people not going to go out in that community because we really the thing they won't give them, they go eat them for some days.
Okay, so how una able get funds for do this particular project? Because some people, when they normally they would say they can go source them out from the government or source them out from NGOs and all. How una get this money una put together?
Okay, well, firstly, I would say I want to say kudos to the members then, where they in the USA and other parts in the world, where you know themselves they really support we, even though themselves they face challenges yanda, things not that okay for the yanda, but you know them support we big time. And we self within at Tonga, we self we only too little we able to forget. We all know things difficult right now. Right now, not to everybody, you know, it's not easy. But one way or the other, at this time, like critical time, where we not just get for left everything the government. All man need for support, for let we able for defeat COVID-19 come on at the country. So we all put some small. And then we don't put them together. We support we international people and give when we members them, especially to the executive the whole under when from America, and also to the one when I get the organization when Jennifer himself not left behind. Himself support so that to be able to give to people in Asala.
So the donation we wanna do yesterday, how people receive one another particular community today? Were they overwhelmed or were they just okay, we just they take this because we have the option?
They'll be really glad. They'll be really glad. Not so because until I belong to this organization. We all know right now how things difficult, you know. Some Monday for it, you know, easy.
Exactly.
With 3 square meal a day, some man not get time for it per a day. So for now at this time you see somebody come with rice, he come with tomatoes, yabas, maggi, you know, only half thing for able for cook. Even milk for the pikin them, we put that inside. Sweets, juice, biscuits. At this time, when you know they make up and somebody come, they identify a community, they'll be really happy. They'll be so happy. And then parents, they're not just left them, then they near the pikin them, and as soon as they tell we thank you, say then God bless. You want to always put on for let them support them at this time.
Like what some people can say, at then time there, so then crucial time there, so they say possibly coming to you do not. Are you doing this because una want to be known? Is there any agenda behind it? Because sometimes people can say, then just come home for let them say they can notice them for let them do something, or this not continual process will therefore take a long term, or not for just this main time for this COVID-19 for the people just get from know.
Okay, well actually I've been telling you say like the no child left care initiative, we plan for that we support picking them, vulnerable picking them for the provide for them breakfast. And not so that they self number just one for the one for also like help them with school bags, all that stuff that they need for school, so that you know even uniforms too, because we want every picking for look good when they go to school, get all what you need for get. So we not just do this number because of the icing of people. Okay. We do them because this is waiting day inside of we. This is waiting we get passion for do. This is something we left for do. So if I will not just stop this, we get plans also for target other communities them, and as it is now, we they work on it because we still they raise funds among ourselves. We not depend on no organization for say donor they can't give you money. Now we set because in anything you do, when you start from yourself, then they go make other people see reason for can support you now. So now that's.
So we don't talk about the no child left behind. When before the COVID-19 starts, we don't get plans for the support the government for because and how will this free education, and not only because they carry the free education. Sometimes they can say they don't carry the free education, but we not see the accoutrements the way it's supposed to go with them. But with this no child left behind, it's about you boosting up them, picking there for let them get good uniform and good things and for make you feel good for when you go to school. Because as we all know, school fees and other basic things and government they provide. But the other thing is some people and they, even if you provide school fees for them, you get that food for it now way then at school. But you know feel you know get good uniform, you know get good shoe and food, you know they feel good for go school. So waiting una be don't put in place for supporting half other things and they for picking their way, then are vulnerable communities then for they themselves will be feel welcome because you know bullying and one thing where they happen at school, where you know look good in school, picking them can tend for the tell them they comping them, they make the atmosphere not good for them. What's one have done plan for the towards them thing then?
Okay. Actually initially we don't plan for say breakfast,
okay,
lunch, we will always provide them for the picking them when they go to school. And at the school, self we want for the work with,
okay,
for let the school do work for them or identify the picking them where really they need. We will also say uniform, we will help the picking them with down there. Also bags them, shoes, we will provide for them. And we not just want tap them, we want for do like mentoring. Okay. Even at the homes them, you know, we try for monitor them when they're at the various homes them. Now they know if they study, and also we also get a plan for also like help them with studies in the communities then, because you get some picking way after school, you know, the parents not even care whether I don't do assignments or something of the sort. So we don't plan so we get somebody in the community, because you know say you get some community, you get some people that we don't already learn. Yeah. So you can use them people and they for groom the other one and see say they do their assignments, help them with their schoolwork, and then we will monitor them on a daily basis for see how they cope. Okay. Because you know, especially the girl picking them also, because they also can they face so many challenges them where sometimes they afraid for tell them parents, but we want for make them get that confidence in we say. Therefore, feel free to talk to we, you know, share any problem. So if not anything, we know they come inside. If not even within teacher I get a problem with, we also the waiting for. So all of those things, now today we'll get planned for do, and we know they just say them on a plan. Now something we get for do. It's something we'll get for do because we don't go far.
So when I get particular areas the way like when I don't go do a case study where when I think say then get more vulnerable picking them than the other areas then?
Yeah, we get I'm not able to say much the particular areas but some side and then I put no corner bow, you know, them Makeni, them places and the other side them also because we get somebody who we don't fend for do that kind of work they what we don't go na certain because we're not just one kind of money the main headquarters town. We want to go inside. And that's what I ask because most times when people can say, okay, I'm here to help, it's just based in Freetown. No. Just School Bay, Susan's Bay, and all that I've seen them. We forget to say right around the country, there are people picking away, they will need them kind of by help there. And so how far una intend for go nationwide? Yeah, well actually now the province is small with it, we want for target. Okay. And inside we want for go now the remote side because if you, sometimes if you travel go now the provinces you go inside a certain villages then you know the way they see certain picking what I go on here because it's not easy for them to compare with waiting other picking maybe now the district headquarters town with the kind of facilities there where they get and some of them sometimes for go school they get for work for how many miles for that they able for it because sometimes in your town where they sometimes school not they themselves so you get for work at before you reach na school. So now that kind area then they want for good targets. And we get plans for target like over 3,000 to 4,000 picking them, you know, on this particular project we want for you.
So like when you say some there areas then we get remote villages then we really need be on our help. Let me tell you, there is somewhere I think say me walk around take me Cambia. I go inside the village. When you find out say they're picking away their young school life just start na class 6 because that's the only facility where they did. And the school where they serve the teacher themselves they're not even equipped that much for teach them picking them there. So like what you say when I go for the try for like galvanize person where they around, where educated for give them that studying after school, because most of them picking and they will see a morning and take them back and go school. After school and put the bag down. They not get person where go they be in them for say okay una can't study, okay wait una don't do na school today. Nobody know they for do that follow up there. Now then they una get for start for do for them picking them.
Definitely, and then they will even also be the opportunity for now we liaise with the Ministry of Education, because if we go now like a certain community, we'll find us in the recent time. Even some of the teachers, them, you know, they need certain training and something of the sort. Then they will make we pass, you know, the information. Say, well, this particular village, there's a school there, or this particular school needs so. And we self will see, you know, as an organization, how we self will come in, waiting the need, or we able for support. Because we aim now for ensure, say, every Pekin gets the opportunity to education. You know, not enough for discourage them. Food not for making able for land book, in uniform or in bag or something of the sort, not for deprive that Pekin. That's why we say no child left behind. We don't want no Pekin for the left behind. We want all Pekin for land book. And just like the presidency and say, if we come with free education, so we say, okay, this is something what we need for support, because A alone cannot do it. You know, everybody needs to come on board. So that they make me so proud of the sisters and with out there, including the person weighing at Jennifer, weighing at the brain behind all of this. You know, for CD needs say this is something we need for do for support back home, because you get people that they out there, they're not care, they're not giving no support, they're okay because then they're not lack nothing. You know, you come for education, they are well okay, food for it for them picking and get them. So, but you see and say no. I am from Sierra Leone. Other one and they from the executive. When our members are also out there at the USA, they say and say, oh, we come out salon. We need to give back to the society. And this is one of the ways, and including we will self holding we self see and so we all need for support in real little ways and do this kind of thing.
Like when Doreen don't say, when you self out there, we get the upper hand for do something for Sierra Leone. Salon are we own. If we not make them, nobody not go make them. If we not put hand under them for they push forward, nobody not go put hand under they for they push go forward. The picking they need we, the woman they need we, the country as a whole need we. Sometimes I can tell myself, say, I have a whole lot to offer to Sierra Leone. And only for wait for this salon offer something to me. I get so many things where I do. Even using the voice for talk to you and tell you how to do things. Yes, I'm playing my own part. You self get your role for play, just like with Doreen and other vibrant salon women that come together. It's hard for you to see such organization don't go for 2 years, only women, because sometimes they can say usai woman them boku that they ala can come out. That's another commodity. But we see now say women they put their hands together for push not only Sierra Leone before, but also for support and company women them. With the initiative where they don't start, then get 2 organizations when are no child left behind and the women's empowerment, where they try so much for do, they only 2 best for make we salon sister them and we salon picking them, no sleep angry. So now come and talk now about the women's empowerment. This women's empowerment, waiting una don't do, like you will talk about una don't go to communities outreach. And outreach and it's only about outreach. Is there something else where una go do? Because I don't see so many organizations the way it's all about outreach. Then go out and find donors start pumping in money, then everybody gets what he wants and it disappear. And sometimes when they talk about women's empowerment, they don't get anything for offer the woman then, because you cannot empower somebody by just talking. You get something else where you need for good for them. You need for show them how for fish catch the fish, so instead go no. Say this fish why I don't catch and I swear for catch or not for can give and the fish no more. So una they try for create that atmosphere outside, then go able to learn how for do certain things for get them independent, because taking a woman out of in your home where you don't use in life say all day I'm dependent on the man, you need to get something for stand on its own. So what una don't put in place for the woman then?
Actually, in that aspect, we get so much because we all know within certain women then they face. You know, some women and they really not easy for them, and we they do a lot towards that aspect. Not to just now for talk about the abuses them way women face now in various homes them. They think about getting programs, because you get some women where cannot read and write, like them literacy programs. That now the one thing we will look for even side where we go get down there adult literacy class for women then, so that down the road there, because you get some women the way sometimes go learn how to go into get a proper business setting, like how to do them trading, but something that they need for sabi for maybe for rights or make the records and everything. So all of those things are things that we plan, we don't plan out for long. Where if not only this COVID-19 that we don't kick start for now we give for target women them. And then they more have been fit on your more one target various communities then. Okay. And then also one for look at other ways then how we help other women the way they need, because sometimes we not just want force you still at this power for you for do. We want for them not tell you what you want, and then we sit down and discuss and say, okay, we will help you on this because now this the woman they had a demand for. Because you see say sometimes when we force a woman say you go now this we come with, now this you want do, you not can come out fine. Okay. Just like when you go to certain communities then you're not even sure what in the community want, you cannot say I want to do water well. Sometimes they already get water well, sometimes what they need now different things they need. So now so we they run this organization, apart from that literacy class, the adult literacy class, we get other things then we'll go for sick from the woman itself, let themselves tell the areas that we need.
So like what you say now, very good initiative. Sometimes we get organization the way you just can go say, okay, well they can't build water well, exactly like what you say. We're not a water well the community need. Sometimes and then you go say, okay, well they can't garata die. Sometimes the woman don't get passion for the garata die. Exactly. Sometimes in waiting in once now so in one land for so. So if una they do that thing then there, it's really great. And I hope say una will continue and una will get more funds from people out there, and una will continue this part una don't go and una not go relent. Like what you say, una try for pick out them people woman there and try for boost them up. Una open up to people for sponsors or people that will come in and do una that boost where una need, because una not able to do all that thing there if una not get strong financial backing, because money now everything.
Definitely will open up to sponsors, and one thing where I can always say the person will get all their ideas they are selling at Jennifer. Now person where they get a sleepless night, because when somebody they get so much inside of her way you want for give back. So she's always thinking, okay, I get for one behind this organization because they are so science every day and they look at ways like they knock certain the months them for now go get support. So you go take I want for do this, now this I want for do, I want for now make her so other woman and then picking there so now we support them, let we ensure say them self-care facility, me are there America, but I not just one day no more, I just want for them even one day I wait me self they enjoy. Let me sisters them back home. Let them self get them kind of facilities in there. So when you get that kind of leader they say this now organization will really get for go far and wide, because they sleep. We get to sleepless nights, and even we self within IASO and executive also within the USA. They said that they do very well and they're very committed, and then also they're ready for support to women, because now at the time we need for support women. The term don't pass through the cow self down. This is the time for boost yourself. When we boost yourself, we will see how much we be able to achieve at the end of it all.
Yes, like where Doreen don't say, it's high time woman them start for boost yourself up. I can always say now we the cry we self down. Now we the green man then that atmosphere for let them pull we down. Because when they don't know but we, they're not able to say nothing but we. But now we they go to them because of one or two reasons. Because some of we lazy. Let's spell it out clear. Some of we lazy, we no one do nothing, just depend on man them, and then people say because of that way they able get with secret and then they tell on we. When they tell on we not able to do nothing for we self. But if we put hands on them, I can always say outside 2-3 women gather and say this wall here so we they push them. I like that wall later and say what's then determined for push the wall. Then we able to push that wall there and the wall go most for them and then go over the wall and do something better. So now we come together as women them or push reserve and do something better for we picking them. Because they can say when you educate one woman, you don't educate the whole nation. Because that woman they went in land book, it did clear for let in picking self with a born land book, let in picking land book. When it gets something what it do, it clear for let in land in picking. Because you can normally see say when we daddy then they go out. Most times they go out alone. But woman not they work out without in picking. Woman not they go outside people and they not talk about in picking, or once them picking self know what they do. So we not a brain box. We can able push and do something very tangible. We can able come together and work together. Please, we human that way out there. Now we use this opportunity for make we come together and do something beneficial for ourselves and for people that way out there. So Doreen, like where you say when I try for push and make woman them come together and do things the way they want, like it's out of their own pleasure, which is something we're very, very good. Waiting una done, waiting on our plans then, because sometimes I can say waiting on our plans, someone can say, okay, I don't want to talk about it now because you're not country. Waiting on our plans the one I get now in the future after this COVID-19, by God's grace, it will come to an end. It's not the end of the world for us. It will come to an end. For there are positive plans. People don't never get positive plans, but because of this restriction and movement, make so many things don't stop. We're waiting now on our plans after this COVID-19 for women.
Okay. Well, immediately after we want to do more, especially in this area of abuses against women, because one thing where you can realize, you see, if you don't get COVID-19, you get some women that will still go through certain abuses now in various points then. And so we want to continue to talk about it and also engage the men them also. Make we know really waiting at this problem, where they make certain things then certain times you see then they abuse women and girls. So we want to talk about it and let we see how we can able to address those things, And also this with school feeding program is something we're very passionate about, for reach out to school to kill them and able to give them a helping hand. And also want to reach out to more women, because now at the time where women offer just sit down just like that. Elect na plazas, do something for help you hope. Okay. Not just depend on say, okay, I get a man. You self get for do something. You self need for contribute. You understand? So one for reach out to all of them, women out there, and see if possible. Try for help with some of them with a startup kit. For them able to start something, because women are people them way very special. You see, say sometimes you get so many working class women. Where after work they come at home, another work starts again because they got to take care of the cooking, therefore prepare food for the husband. We get that kind of energy, so we don't want to let that energy with a misuse them. We therefore use them rightly and do the right thing. So we get so many plans for ensure so we support more women them in different areas. We want to see even if na micro credit self, some of them let them turn and let them for waiting and let them for start a life. Then the adult literacy back also now some people get passion for do. And also the plans then in Boku, we really get a lot of plans because we plenty. The organization are a big organization. So we get plans, and even for extend we organization of the provinces for let all side, now decentralized, not just one stable, no more Africa or something, no more America. We want to touch every side, because the one way that they upland, the women they out there, then safe. One of them feel part, because some organization the way you go see some people and say, oh, they want for the elite. Who know they pandandi? We, whether you dey down there, you dey waiting, go all inside the organization, we all are the same. We not they look down on nobody or say, oh, liberty pass. We all are women them. We all get the same rights and opportunity. So we not they look down. If you they waiting and call, we try for help you the ladder. Now all try now reach the same sign at the ladder, but we not they waiting and call. So now that's the thing that we really we'll go for work towards.
You talk about this sexual abuse and violence against women. There, you say, for me, I think so. We don't pass that level of negotiating with men. It's
Now
high
the
time
thing is, we're not a negotiate.
actions
Yeah, we
being taken.
definitely action they taking because we want that. We're not that we negotiate, but we need for no because certain things then, especially we want to not to just some of the aspects of the rape side. You get some side where you go see some money they beat you woman.
Yeah.
You understand? So all of those things, what's not the problem? Because you not forget your partner, you dey raise hand on her. That is wrong. You understand? Understanding for day. So sometimes we able to understand and then we can give advice to we sisters and say, okay, this is how you should do it. You understand? So that this kind of misunderstanding, you need to understand your partner. Say, okay, this is the kind of person. Maybe something when hot tempered, you just need to excuse them. And so let that kind confrontation no go come. So on that aspect, but in the area where it comes to that kind rape or something, definitely we will encourage each and every one for make a report and let the people them when they're in charge of the law take action because that area they will not the compromiser. That area they will not the negotiator. So we not negotiation on that aspect. But we just want to side with them, the abuse with sisters them. That area they want for no, we let the man them, and we advise the man them too that woman not to forbid. Woman, you foresee him as your partner. You foresee him as somebody where they help you for now una move the home forward. Una for the sit and think of how to help the home and una picking and because una get picking them. And again, una want for let the picking and they see certain things outside mama and papa they first, mama and papa they cause, you understand? All of those things. So now that they make me say we the target communities there. We go, we talk. And you get some husband where will tell you say, I don't want to see you and nobody to talk about certain things, you understand?
Yeah.
So now those make us talk in some community, no get the man, let's talk about it. What's in this problem? You understand? Not see the woman like a slave or something. See him like your partner. See him as somebody where they help you. For now, I run the home. And tomorrow, when I say go glad, we don't see homes the way the man and woman and they see eye and eye and they support each other. So you see, they're able to help themselves. And that one day they grow very well. You see?
Yeah. So, you get anything for the Fambulen, like a last word to the Fambulen concerning the one the way don't decide, say, me now woman, I don't get anything I want to do whatsoever, it's just my body I have to use to get there. Whose encouragement the way you get for them and waiting on a therefore do next.
Okay, we go on for talk to the sisters them way just to think that way. Make you always say post no small for land. 11 a soap. Be able for land, not for land. Now you sell that soap. If some people then tell you how they start their life. Today some of them are millionaire, some man are billionaire. It starts from a very small. You sell your body for how long you get for do that. Woman with a reach certain age with a tired, your body self, you understand. So you need for do something. And remember, so you get forget picking tomorrow. You want you for that kind of life where you do your body you sell, you not get respect in your community. So I think say as a woman, we not for look down on ourselves, we for see ourselves so we get so much potential inside. If only we allow ourselves, that potential for utilize them properly, we're going for utilize them properly. Whether that they make empower women, we try to reach out to so many women out there for that and realize their work, especially we got picking them. We see waiting so many of them they face. Even school, we see certain things then because of peer pressure and one or two things. We see what's happening recently on social media where some tape come out pertaining girl picking how they go to school. And all of those things, because you don't know your work, they make you do certain things. So all those things as an organization, we get for reach also to the girl child at various communities then. You for know your work. You get for wait for your time. Not just when you small and your mama send you for go to school, you dey involve yourself on something where you get for wait for say you get opportunity for that. But you for wait, life na stage. Now small, from one step to another, learn the book done, and then you get opportunity for do what you want for do. But not just do things out of the way. So I dey advise every woman, every girl child, for let them show say they do the right thing. Anyway, for go school, go school. You not go school for my business. You go school for learn a book. When you learn a book, you get all the opportunity. In fact, you go choose what thing you want for go for. But because if you don't learn book, then you go get the wrong thing. You understand? So be focused, determined, stay away from peer pressure, get a self-mind, not they envy somebody, because all of those things affect we as women. Even though this as women, you get some people will just get that envious thing inside of them. They want to be this person. You can't be no one. Be yourself. You understand? When you be yourself, you go able for achieve what you want to achieve. Not and copy from somebody. You go see somebody else, you like them, you like what you do, but try to be yourself and become somebody better for tomorrow. Empower women, and no child left behind initiative. We ready for support women and girls, picking them in the country for let them become somebody tomorrow.
Okay, not forget to say you with the watch talk with TV they come to you live on Facebook, and I want to say plenty thank you to all the one the way don't take them time out there for watch and for let them comment. We get a comment to come out from Abdullahi Rogers. We say indeed some children need food and other essential items. Keep it up. Keep the good up part. Okay, thank you very much. I wanted to come up from Abdullahi Rogers, and to everybody who don't take part. Beauty's World today get one thing where for where Corona don't begin. I always say on this part of the segment when our Beauty's World now follow try as best as possible for keep safe. One, they will left for a gonna place that we crowded. Two, they will try as best as possible for the wash we hands regularly. Three, they will stop for church with eye, with nose and with mouth. We know say it very difficult for you there, for you know the church you face, because until then they go will not be no say not for church eye and nose and mouth. We not be too particular, but as you mind begin go there, you go one church and but let's try as best as possible on our church with eyes, with nose and with mouth. And also let we keep to waiting WHO say and waiting government they tell you follow do the preventive measures the way they tell you. If you feel like so you cough, you get dry cough, because cough then they're different. Because now when see person cough na public normal, everybody run away from you. The normal cold day. But if you not say not to that normal cold you feel that dry cough, they feel pain, they feel some kind of way, please call 117. May they can take you and then go take you in an appropriate way and go left in a treatment center and check you and know whether a COVID or not just a normal cold. And also let me try as best as possible for let we not share bad information about this COVID-19, because if we start for share bad information about COVID-19, people are there the layman not able to know what COVID-19 they're about, and they're not going to do the correct thing. So we will go school, we will understand small bit. Let me try as best as possible for the share good news about this COVID-19, or make we not go tell people waiting not waiting they was not the right thing, they will share them, and waiting not to the right thing, they will not share them. And also let remember say talk with the council every Sunday at 5 till we meet on again next week Sunday. We'll work out another topic and maybe another person follow will talk to. I've been your host TRICIA, and thank you to all you who don't like the page on Facebook. We don't hit 1,000 likes, 1,000 followers, and not so because of me own power or any other thing, but because of our support for the past 3 months. When I done the support we thank you till I come to again next week Sunday. Doreen, you can say bye bye to family.
Okay, family, thank you, and I want for me to not say at this time, because we also give facial mask out there. So let we always do face mask up, and let we do the right things. Just like what you present, I don't say, or let we able for defeat COVID-19 come on.
Till I meet you again next week Sunday. Continue for max up, even though me not max up. But as soon as I see the person then near me max up, continue for max up and do exactly what government say, and let we try as best as possible, not for the share of wrong rules. Tata.